A-Shore have been kind enough to send me this kit, which also has a DAB radio and a reverse camera, and is all singing, all dancing. So thank you very much, A-Shore. We shall put a link in the description below for you to check that out. Right, first thing we will need to do is strip the old radio to get this in.
But before we get into installation, whilst I show you what the kit comes with, who are A-Shore? A-Shore are a brand who have revolutionised driving with cutting-edge infotainment since 2008. Their mission is to transform your trips with enhanced driving delight with intuitive interfaces with safer features, making smart trips. The models we are featuring today will fit BMW models E90, 91, 92, 93, which are 2005 to 2012. But they also have many other models that I'm sure if you contact their friendly customer service, they can advise what unit will fit your car. The unit's designed to look OEM, which I think they have done an amazing job, as once fitted it does look like it's come straight out the factory. It features a 9-inch screen with Android 15 with powerful performance, including a 4-core CPU, 4GB RAM and 64GB ROM. The immersive display has a HD IPS touchscreen with 1280 by 800 resolution and a wide viewing angle for clearer visuals. So, let's cover some of the many features that this unit has, started with the smart navigation. You can download popular navigation apps such as Google Maps, Waze, etc. via the built-in Google Play Store for live traffic, route planning and congestion avoidance and precise positioning with its dual-mode GPS GLONASS satellite positioning for stable, high-accuracy location tracking even in urban areas. You can also share phone Wi-Fi hotspot for intensive online apps and entertainment. It also supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for easy smartphone mirroring, featuring Bluetooth 5.4 and Wi-Fi 6 for wireless audio video streaming. It also has a built-in Google Play Store for downloading apps like video, YouTube, Netflix, Spotify, Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok, etc. So let's talk about some of the convenience controls. It features steering wheel control, providing that you get that model. It also supports factory reverse cameras and or aftermarket 720p HD reverse camera and built-in Google Assist for safer voice control to keep your hands on the steering wheel. So now we've covered unboxing and some of its features, let's get to the installation.
Right, so the first thing you will need is one of these trim removal tools. Then to undo these, there is a little clip that you push down and then pull the tab over and they will come out. Now, do need to modify this a little bit, but we'll get to that in a minute. Then you should have, oh, you're supposed to have some Torx, but someone's put some Phillips in there. So you will now need a T20, and we're going to take these 4 bolts out, which should remove this entire fascia. And that, I believe, goes in there, like so. So now that we have installed the 2 brackets with the world's best screwdriver that is supplied, that will now need to go in there. And I'm guessing that it screws into those bottom 2 screws. Ooh, very snug, which looks about right. Right, so now we need to put that one, but you do get both. So if you have the newer style one or the older style, I don't know which one it is, but we need that one. So then we've got to take this fascia off, which is just clipped on. So we should be able to just he says, pop them off. So we tried to install it, and there's like an extra bit of plastic here. So what I've had to do is just get a hacksaw and just very carefully chop that off, because it's actually catching on here and the finish wasn't great. So we've just checked a few more YouTubes and everyone cuts them off. So that's what we did. So now, fingers crossed, perfect. So you need to just remove that, but you will need that later, so do not bin it. So then you have the frame. You then grab your radio, put it in like so, and that is a perfect fitment, that is, and we love it tight. So that's actually quite good quality as well. That's really nice, and it's heavy as well, so you know it's good quality. That's all metal, not plastic, by the way. So yeah, it's a good quality radio. So then flip it over and you will have 4 screws, which they kindly send you about 10,000 because they know you're probably going to lose about half of them. And then that will sit in there. Look, that. Oh, that looks smart, that does. Oh, nice. And you get 2 USBs as well. Always handy for charging your vape. So that is for all your amplifiers. So technically, if you were just using the standalone system without any modifications, you could probably lose all that if you really want. Oh no, you can't. Mic for your phone. So ignore that previous comment. And that is going to be your GPS, which we will need to stick at the back somewhere. Now be careful when you fit in them, because you've got a very, very small bit of plastic, metal, which needs to go into that hole. So if it doesn't fit right, try it again, because if you bend that, you won't get any signal. So now, in theory, it should all work. Oh.
It's magical.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Android. Ooh. Oh, she's sexy.
She's so very sexy.
So when that... Oh.
So now we've done that, we have just quickly removed the glove box to install the GPS so that we can just get rid of some of the wires behind the unit, because it will just look tidier. So here I'm just plugging in the GPS to the metal bracket so it's out of the way. So to install the DAB plus antenna and the microphone, I've just removed the A-post cover. You will have a little tab that basically says SRS or airbag, I can't remember, with a T20. Remove that, take the A-post cover off. Then decide where you're going to put your antenna. Make sure that the antenna is on glass. It cannot go anywhere inside the dashboard. It has to be against glass because it has to pick up the satellites and everything else. So it is very, very clear in the instructions that it does need to be on the windscreen touching glass so it can get the signal. Now obviously just make sure that your wiring is well out of the way of the airbag, because if that ever deploys and the wire's in the way, yeah, it's just a recipe for disaster. So as you can see, when you get the A-post cover off as well, you have a nice big gap into the dashboard, so you can tidy all that wiring up, make it all look pretty, and you've almost got like an access point to basically get to anything in the future if you wanted to add anything else to it as well. So you can see here I am now just installing the microphone. It does come with a handy little clip, so you can pretty much clip it to anything. So I've installed it to the wiring loom for the mirror, and now I'm just tucking it in, just very, very gently pulling down the headliner and just tucking in the wiring behind there so that it is not going to fall out under any vibrations or anything like that. But yeah, so as you can see, I'm just doing a nice job, just very, very, very gently tucking it underneath, because the last thing you want to do is be driving, go over a speed bump and the wiring comes out. And again, you just want to make sure that it is all nice and tidy and you are not obstructing that airbag. So to set up the can, you need to go into car settings, then scroll down on the first menu and you will have factory settings. Just click on that. Then once you've clicked on that, you'll have a screen, and just click it again. The code, I presume, is going to be the same for everyone, which is in the instructions, but for this one it was a 1617. And then you want to select can type set and then select it again. Now, when you are looking at your provider, the provider is actually the make of the can box that was provided in the kit. So they give you a picture, have a look at that and make sure it matches and pick the correct one. Then just pick your make and model, year and version. As you can see here, we're just selecting the correct one, and that is it. It's that simple. So it's all fitted up and it actually fits really nicely. Now, as you can see, it's very dark outside because we had to install the rear camera and we wanted it in the boot lid, so it took a while. But yeah, so you can see the functionality is really, really good. So you've got your home screen, which is that. He's got it hooked up to his Apple Play as well, which I don't know where that is, but yeah, you've got your Bluetooth and everything, which does work. So we've hooked up the microphone here, you've got your DAB radio there. So Google Maps is all working with the antenna, so that's good. This is the CarPlay. Obviously it does work with all the steering wheel controls. You can get it. Can't play it for too long, but yeah, you get the gist. You got Waz on there, he's got all his apps on there, so yeah, pretty straightforward. You got your Apple Store as well, not Apple Store, Play Store, but he hasn't hooked up his hotspot, so it doesn't matter because it will show up all his information anyway. So, but yeah, as you can see, the process of it, it's all very smooth, it's all very nice, it all works. You can change the backgrounds and stuff as well.
So I just want to show you the simplicity of it. Now on here we have connected up to my phone by the Apple Play system. As you can see, if you go to here, this takes you back to the Android head unit that it is as standard. That's how it comes as stock. Now if you select this one here, it takes you back to your phone screen, so whatever opened on there is what you will see on your dashboard. Now as you can see, there's my mobile phone connected all up through here. So I just wanted to show the simplicity of the voice controls. So as you see on the steering wheel, we have the voice control. I'm going to hit that now and call my mum. Call mum.
Calling mum, mobile.
And it's as simple as this. I'll let it call through, say hello and then hang up. Hello. And then hit end on the call there. Or the same, you can hit the dash on the steering wheel there and it will do exactly the same process. Now it is exactly the same for music, although you have to select up here.
What would you like to play?
Play Sleep Token.
Sleep Token, now playing on Apple Music.
As you can see, pretty seamless, straight through onto the next one. This is a very reactive system. I have used previous ones to this, not through the same company, however, but this seems to be the best one for simplicity, ease of use, how quickly it sort of pulls through systems. As you can see, jumping from between their dashboard there that they install and then straight back to Apple, exact same process. It's absolutely fantastic.